Hello, what is going on? Hi.
Sup?
Hello.
Really?
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, everybody? I'm Safety Scissors.
And I'm Duct Tape.
We're hanging out here. Me.
He did a thing today. So I'm a big fitness and health nut. I've kind of always been, but especially since going vegan, I've been just passionate about other people's fitness and health as well. But I don't force everyone to go vegan, don't worry. But he did make the choice to go vegan a couple years ago on his own. I didn't ask him to. But I've been trying not to hey, so your fitness level sucks. Hey, your fitness level sucks. And finally, he needed to come to that conclusion on his own, and he did.
Because one of the big things a lot of people think is, oh well, if I tell these people, if I motivate them, they'll want to work out. People want to do it when they're ready.
Yeah, you have to wait until you're
as much
ready.
as I wanted to, nothing actually hit me to the point where I was like, boom, I need to. And unfortunately, recent life things, my mom, what was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
My mom 3 weeks ago had a heart attack. She's home resting now, but she did have a really big scare. She had a major heart attack, and then found out that she has heart disease. My grandmother had heart disease. My grandfather on my father's side had heart disease. And I got scared. I won't lie. I'm scared to death. 2 years ago, I switched to vegan, and that was in February 2 years ago. 2018, and I decided that I wanted to eat healthier and, be better, and I lost, what did we say,
70 pounds?
Yeah, 75.
Not even trying either. All he did was switch to a
change
plant-based diet. He ate Oreos, he ate French fries, he ate all kinds of nasty junk food. He ate Pop-Tarts. There's vegan Pop-Tarts. But just making the switch from animal-based to plant-based, not even counting calories, or he did not work out, guys.
No.
But he lost 70 pounds.
Don't. It's not a common thing.
No, it's well, first of all, guys lose weight a lot easier than girls, and all of the girls watching this are like, I hate you. But veganism does not work for everyone. He's lucky it worked for him. That's why I don't push it on everyone. It doesn't work for everyone. However, we got this crazy idea that we were gonna remember why veganism would be so good for us by going and thinking about those meals we used to eat when we loved meat and animal products and stuff, and look up the nutrition facts of what we used to eat versus what we eat now. So we found we have 5 different favorite foods. It's a sit-down meal at a restaurant, and it's all chain restaurants because they're the easiest to definitely have calories looked up.
And then that way you guys can also, understand what it is. It's not like if I was like, oh, at this restaurant I ate this, and you're like, I've never heard of that.
Caruso's in South Florida on Wiles Road, I had chicken marsala pizza, and you're just like, first of all, that sounds awesome. Second of all, what?
Yeah, it's more mainstream things that everyone can relate to. Like, oh, I would eat that. Oh, whoa, I can't eat all that.
I don't know how you eat all that. So it's a sit-down restaurant, a fast food restaurant, a big meal. We are starving, haven't eaten all day. I'm ready for a huge meal kind of meal. A snack meal, which is your friends want to go to the fast food place and you're not hungry, but kind of hungry.
You're like,
so
well, I don't want to be the only person that doesn't get food.
Yeah, I'll get a thing. It's fine.
The moment you don't get that food, you're going to be starving.
And then a dessert. And it's all from chain restaurants. I looked all of it up. I did all the calculations. Some of their websites actually did the calculations for me. They have a meal calculator. And you can go, oh, I want these 12 things. And then it comes into this beautiful
Why are you looking at me?
They'll find out in a minute.
I feel called out.
Oh my gosh. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you the meals that we chose, and then I'm going to absolutely break his heart because he doesn't know how bad some of this stuff was. And I found a very interesting thing while I was doing it. He's listening to me do the math, and I'm like, that is so interesting.
I'm like,
and I kept saying it, and it's about this one thing that I found. So, are we ready to get started?
You guys ready?
Yeah. So, for our sit-down meal, my choice was mellow mushroom. It was a small sausage, mushroom, and pepper pizza. But I mean, their small pizzas are They're pretty big.
They're 10-inch, I think.
Yeah, 10-inch personal pizza, and with the cheese, with everything. That was my favorite sit-down meal. Because I couldn't choose just like Chinese or Japanese food, because you can't really calculate that very well. So I went with like my third favorite, but that's fine.
And for my sit down, at like the peak of everything, when I wanted to sit down and I wanted to have my food, Donato's Pizza, a large.
It's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio. It's got a couple other places.
Yeah, no, it's a chain across America, but it's a smaller chain. But I could look up their nutrition facts.
A large mariachi beef pizza, but they also give you these little sour cream packets that they're like this big, and you open them and you put the sour cream on it, and I put a lot of sour cream on every piece. Oh, it's so good.
So
there's a random cat.
There's a random cat in our yard. It's a tuxie with a pink collar. Sorry, we're very distracted.
Squirrel.
I'm surprised T'Challa
cat.
is not all over that.
He's asleep in the other room.
Yeah. Do you want to give the calorie content for each thing as we go through it, or at the end?
Let's do it first.
Okay. So I have my trusty little.
She wrote it down. I have no idea any of this.
Okay, so for mine, it's the mellow mushroom. It's 1,000 calories, which for anyone on a normal 2,000 calorie a day diet, that is half of my calorie allotment in one meal. 38 grams of fat, 5 grams of saturated fat, 35 milligrams of cholesterol, and 2,570 milligrams of sodium. Honestly, on the grand scheme of things, after looking at the rest of this, not that bad. I've always eaten on the healthier side of things. Like, I didn't get a meat lovers. I got one meat on it and then a bunch of veggies. And I only got the personal pizza. I didn't also get garlic bread. I've always eaten kind of on the lighter side. Then we get to this guy.
My large mariachi beef pizza.
And you ate the entire pizza?
The entire pizza.
So
an entire... Mad.
Oh my gosh. An entire mariachi beef pizza, large, is 2,240 calories, 96 grams of fat. I forgot to look up saturated fat. 6,400 milligrams of sodium, and 400 milligrams of cholesterol. And that does not include the sour cream, because that was not listed. So I couldn't even look up the sour cream. So you got to add the fat, the saturated fat, all that to with the sour cream. And that was just for one meal that you had. That's over the daily calorie allotment for like a typical human. 2,240.
I went over an entire day's worth of food.
Well, everyone has different calorie needs, and you know, I don't believe in counting calories. I really don't. So doing this is kind of silly if this is your first way to see how we deal with food. I don't believe in counting calories. However, I think it's interesting to see how bad we were
The big
to
thing
ourselves, to our own bodies.
that was one meal for me that I loved. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I didn't think about the cholesterol and things like that.
Most people don't when they eat the meals
what
that they
that's
want.
doing to me.
Most people think about what it's doing to this, how it tastes, how it feels. Nobody really thinks about what it's doing to this, how much damage it can cause if you're not eating the right things. And don't get me wrong, we still eat junk food. We're vegan, but we still eat bad for you food, okay? A vegan cupcake is like 600 calories. They're like these big, and they're 600 calories, but you know what? It's a cupcake, and I love those, so it's fine. That's what I'm saying.
Every once in a while.
It's okay every once in a while, but the fact that you ate this on the regular is troubling.
Yeah.
Anyway, fast food.
Okay, fast food.
So my meal is, if you watched our other fast food bracket, Panda Express is my fast food go-to. It was mushroom chicken, 2 spring rolls, and chow mein, which is the noodles. And then yours.
I love chow mein noodles.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yours?
Mine was, at fast food would be White Castles.
Those were our winners too, and we weren't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
We just kind of went with it.
6 jalapeno cheeseburgers, and a bag of onion rings. So it's the larger.
The sack of onion rings.
Yeah, a sack, excuse me.
Okay, so again, I always ate on like the lighter side back then.
No, I didn't.
Even still. So the mushroom chicken has 200 calories, 14 grams of fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, 50 milligrams of cholesterol, and 840 milligrams of sodium. So that's not that bad. But then you gotta add the other stuff. 2 spring rolls are 380 calories, 16 grams of fat, 3 grams of saturated fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, and 1,040 milligrams of sodium. The chow mein, 570 calories, 510 calories, sorry, I read that wrong. 510, 20 grams of fat, 3.5 grams of saturated fat, again, 0 milligrams of cholesterol, and 860 milligrams of sodium. So that basically puts that meal above 1,000 calories, again, for just one meal from a fast food restaurant. One meal.
And
it's not even that much food.
Yeah, you look at it, you're like, oh, it's just this amount. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that much.
Yeah.
But you don't think. Because, and like I said, this isn't to like put down anybody's food. It's more of a realization, especially for me, because I was that person that didn't believe that my food intake was that bad. I was like, well, I only eat this every once in a while. It's okay. But once again, seeing my mom, you know, go through all this and knowing that it's something that I can help prevent me from having, this is very eye-opening for me. This is what I needed, not someone, you need to do this.
You know, this has nothing, for us, this is just something interesting that
science.
He's learned.
It's science.
Yeah, I have actually certification in nutrition, so this is something that I'm qualified to look at and analyze and say, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. But before I got that certification, I would not have legally been allowed to say, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, which is why I got that certification. So, okay.
I'm not certified.
Are you ready for your fast food meal?
Are you guys ready?
So, for the 6 jalapeno cheeseburgers, it's 1,020 calories total, 54 grams of fat, 24 grams of saturated fat. That's a lot of saturated fat. I just want to throw that out there. 90 grams or milligrams of cholesterol and 2,940 milligrams of sodium. The onion rings added 890 calories, so almost as much as the 6 burgers. You could have had 4 more burgers for less calories than that. Wow. Just want to say. 61 grams of fat, so the onion rings actually have more grams of fat.
Bruh, they're just like little onion chips.
7 grams of saturated fat though, only 7, and 0 milligrams of cholesterol, 580 milligrams of sodium. There's a correlation, that cat's still there.
He's long.
Yeah, he's really long.
Sorry.
There's a correlation I've noticed up to this point, and it's that the vegetarian items have no cholesterol. Doesn't matter how much fat. They have less saturated fat no matter what, and they don't have any cholesterol. It's 0 grams of cholesterol for chow mein and spring roll, despite the fact that out of my whole meal, the meat entree had the least amount of calories, but it had the most amount of cholesterol. And out of your meal, honestly, those onion rings, that's 3 sides versus 6 burgers. It's a triple serving size, but come on, we all know serving sizes. They say half a cup, or what is it? Yeah, half a cup of ice cream, 4 ounces of ice cream is a serving size. I don't know anyone that just eats 4 ounces of ice cream. That's a tablespoon.
Yeah, it's like 1 bite.
That's it. So serving sizes need to be a little bit more realistic, I'm just saying. But I found that correlation very interesting, that even though there's almost 1,000 calories in those onion rings and more fat in those onion rings than in the burgers, no cholesterol. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
It is.
All right, so our big meal. The I'm starving and I want to eat a house big meal. We've all been there.
We've all been there. Or that I've had a bad day. You know what? I'm doing this. This is where I'm stopping on the way home.
Okay, so mine is from Olive Garden of all places, but honestly from any Italian restaurant I'll take this meal, but Olive Garden was the easiest to look up the nutrition facts. Chicken marsala with linguine, salad, and breadsticks. And then yours.
I gotta do my favorite.
No.
Hi, do you guys have 4 minutes? 3 chili cheese burritos, rip. A Mexican pizza, 2 soft tacos, Supremes, 4 Doritos Locos Tacos, Supreme. 1 Crunchwrap Supreme, and a large Baja Blast.
I left the Baja Blast off of the calorie counting just because I didn't want to count any drinks, because not every meal had one. So I felt like I would just focus on the food.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, So yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 items that he ate in one sitting. Now, Taco Bell is not known for their sizable items, so I know many of us have eaten probably close to that many things in one sitting at Taco Bell. It's just how Taco Bell works. It's how late night at Taco Bell works, especially. Okay, I get it. East crust for me, West crust for you. The back of his shirt says East crust, and it's a pizza. So
It's reversible, so it depends on my mood.
and it fits the Biggie Tupac thing that we've got going on, because I'm a Biggie fan and you're a Tupac fan, and Tupac is West Crust and Biggie's East Crust. So anyway, sorry about my SpongeBob socks, and they're really bright down here.
I wonder if Tupac liked burritos.
I just want to.
Sorry.
Okay, so our big meal. Mine, I separated it by entrees and then sides, and then I can calculate calories at least. But the entree is 930 calories, 58 grams of fat, 26 grams of saturated fat, 245 milligrams of cholesterol, and 1920 milligrams of sodium. The sides. I usually ate 2 bowls of salad, so that's 300 calories, 20 grams of fat.
In the salad?
In the salad. It has to do with the dressing, and it has to do with the cheese. Croutons. If you add it in the croutons, yes, in the salad, 20 grams of fat. 3 grams of saturated fat. It has less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol in the salad. So again, it's basically 0. It says less than 5. It's basically 0 for the vegetarian item. And then 1,540 milligrams of sodium. The other side I would eat is about 3 breadsticks, and I might be being extra nice to myself by saying 3. It's probably more like 5, but let's calculate 3 and pretend all of us only eat 3 breadsticks at Olive Garden. Now, mind you, when I finished this, I said to myself, I am not, I'm never eating breadsticks at Olive Garden again. I literally said that how many times?
A couple, I'm scared.
Yeah. So each breadstick was, I think it's 140 calories. So if I'm eating 3, it's 420 calories. Each breadstick is 25 grams of fat. That's why I'm never eating breadsticks from there ever again. Why? I mean, imagine 5, it's 125 grams of fat. Oh my God. Fat's good for you, but not that much. And for what? Why?
I had 8 the last time we went.
And they're vegan too. So let's just throw this out there and say that's not a vegan versus not vegan thing. That's just an Olive Garden's trying to kill us thing. But we love Olive Garden. Anyway, sponsor us. Just kidding.
I'll eat your breadsticks.
Okay, so yeah, for 3 breadsticks, it's 75 grams of fat, but only 1.5 grams of saturated fat in 3 breadsticks. Because it's the olive oil. That's what it is. It's the oil. It's a lot of fat, but it's good for you, fat, but nobody needs that much, okay? 0 milligrams of cholesterol, the vegetarian item, 0 milligrams. And then 1,380 sodium. That's a lot.
They are pretty salty.
Yeah. You ready for yours?
Are you guys ready for mine?
I didn't itemize his. I just did it full because that was just going to take forever. For his entire Taco Bell gorge, 3,360 calories, 163 grams of fat. That's 5 Olive Garden breadsticks.
Wait.
Actually, that's a horrible. All that from Taco Bell, and it's just about 5 Olive Garden breadsticks.
But I bet if I would have swapped every one of those from beef to bean, I would have had no saturated fat, no fat.
You still the cheese and sour cream.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just meat, it's dairy products. Anyway, 3,360 calories, 163 grams of fat, 66 grams of saturated fat is the difference between the Olive Garden breadsticks and that. 66 grams of saturated fat is a lot.
Yeah.
And then 355 milligrams of cholesterol, 7,700 milligrams of sodium. So if you have high blood pressure, don't do
eat
it.
what I ate.
Don't do it. All right, we got 2 more. We got the snack meal, and we got dessert. So my snack meal was the hook and ladder salad from Firehouse. I loved that salad. I'm so sad. I'm just thinking about it going, oh, that tasted good.
My snack meal, 6 egg rolls. Anywhere. Just pop in, I want 6 egg rolls.
How are you alive?
What, that's all I ate?
No, that you could eat 6 egg rolls as a snack. How are you alive after that Taco Bell meal?
I don't know. I eat that easily once a month, sometimes twice a month.
I don't know
I
how
spend a
you're
lot
here.
of money at Taco Bell.
I bet.
That's why I'm broke.
Okay, so my snack meals, 370 calories, which again, it's a salad, so again, I ate on the lighter side of things in general. 20 grams of fat though, in a salad. 20 grams of fat. It's turkey, lean ham, and Swiss cheese. It's 20 grams of fat.
Salad's bad for you.
No.
No.
8 grams of saturated fat. 60 milligrams of cholesterol, which is not that bad, and 1,350 milligrams of sodium. All in all, for a snack, I wouldn't say that that's a great idea. For a meal, add 200 more calories to make it a real meal, unless you're like dieting or something, then that's pretty good meal. But I don't know about that as a snack. What was I thinking? Your snack meal, what is wrong with you? 1,200 calories in his snack. That's more than my sit-down meal. Anyway, 1,200 calories, 42 grams of fat, but only 8.4 grams of saturated fat. 144 milligrams of cholesterol though, and 2,076 grams of sodium in a snack.
I've always had low blood pressure though too, so thank goodness. Because if I didn't, I'd be done.
Oh Lord. All right, last category is dessert.
My favorite category.
This I think is the only category that I do worse than you, because I chose the vanilla bean cheesecake, and yes, I would eat the entire slice.
From where?
From Cheesecake Factory. I would eat the whole slice. I know I'm little, but trust me, I got an appetite.
Dairy Queen. Large. Reese Peanut Butter Cup Blizzard.
You know, we're gonna get comments of people saying, it's Reese's.
It's Reese.
It's Reese's.
There's no S at the end.
Yes, there is. Yeah. But I called it Reese anyway.
Look, I'm from the Midwest, we talk funny.
That's what you always say. All right, anyway.
It's true.
So in my entire slice of vanilla bean cheesecake, it's 1,170 calories, 88 grams of fat, 57 grams of saturated fat.
In a cheesecake?
In something I ate in one sitting, 325 milligrams of cholesterol and 480 milligrams of sodium. That, I think, is the most cholesterol that was in any one thing. No, your Taco Bell meal had 30 more milligrams of cholesterol. Yeah. Nope. No. The winner of the cholesterol actually is the sit-down meal for you.
Aha.
Pizza.
So what happens when you eat a whole large pizza?
With beef, cheese, and sour cream.
And
Yeah.
we didn't even figure out the sour cream.
Okay, so your dessert.
I'm scared.
I said I did worse.
I know.
1,000 calories, 42 grams of fat, 21 grams of saturated fat, 80 milligrams of cholesterol, and 510 milligrams of sodium.
Wow.
So what we learned today is that we were very, very bad to ourselves back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like we ate those things all the time, but definitely ate those more often than we should have.
I ate those a lot more regular than I did not regular.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. And we tried to choose things that were like our go-to, the things that we wanted, the things that we went for more often than others.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to eat healthy. I was always a dancer. I was always trying to eat healthy. But you know, that go-to meal, that chicken marsala with linguine, it just tastes so good. It's 1,000 calories. I'm still gonna eat breadsticks. I'm never gonna eat their breadsticks again.
I had an
Ever.
insane metabolism when I was younger. And cat's still in our yard, sorry. And so I could put away food like it was nothing.
But just because you can eat it and just
Doesn't
because
mean you
you
should.
don't gain weight from it doesn't mean it's not damaging the
And
inside.
that's-
We're not talking about gaining weight or losing weight. We're talking about the damage that it's doing to your inside.
And that's what was the biggest eye opener to me, because I was like, I got abs, I'm good. I'm eating all this food, I'm burning it, I'm good. There's no way that I'm not healthy. And then
Even as a vegan, this
and
morning
then-
you found out you're not healthy.
Yeah. And I looked at all that and I'm just like, how did that not kill me earlier?
Yeah.
You know?
It could have.
And it's like I said, this is just all about an eye-opening experience for me especially. But kind of hope that it, inspires you guys to look at your inner health. Your health is not just skin deep.
That's my biggest thing as a nutritionist. A lot of people are like, how do I lose weight? I'm like, I don't deal with that. I am not the person to answer that question. I'm not going to tell you how to lose weight. I'm not going to tell you how to gain weight. I'm going to tell you what kind of oil to put in your engine. Do you put oil in the engine?
You do. Just
Okay.
So it keeps from
Sorry, I don't know anything about cars. I'm going to tell you what kind of gas to power your car.
You don't put gas in the car.
Yes, you do. I'm going to tell you what kind of fuel will make your body work at its best efficiency and not cause any damage. That's what I'm going to do. How to maintain your fitness, not your physique. I'm going to tell you how I can last through an entire tap dance show, get off stage and go, let's do it again. I'm not going to tell you how to look like me. I'm going to tell you how to perform like me.
I can tell you how to be winded after 2 songs. Eat like me.
Yeah, they eat like that. But it's not just about what you eat. It's about how much you do. And that's what we did today. We should have filmed it, honestly. But we did a little fitness test. I was like, we need a baseline on you. And I did one for myself too, because I just recently, I still have this injury, but I have an injury that I have been getting over, but this whole teaching at home on the hardwood floor thing is making it come back with a vengeance. But I was like, I need a baseline to see where I'm at, because I lost some of my fitness, and I know that. So we looked at everything, and I put him through the ringer today.
We did a jog.
We did an endurance run. We did push-ups, we did sit-ups, we did squats, and we did a sprint. Just the basics. I just wanted to see, okay, where are you at? And at the end of it, it wasn't during that he had the issue, it was after. At the end of it, he laid on the living room floor and was like, I can't get up. I absolutely can't get up. Versus me, who was like, all right, I'm ready to do this again. And I'm not like bragging or anything, it's more like...
But you guys gotta understand, she maintains her engine. She maintains her machine. I've just let mine sit on the sidelines and every once in a while taking care of it.
You haven't given it an oil change in a long time is basically what it is. You haven't, it needs fluids, you're giving it the wrong fluids. You're putting oil where the brake fluid goes. You're just putting the wrong, I don't know anything about cars, but you're putting the wrong fluids in the wrong place. Or you're buying all of your parts from
the Dollar Tree
instead of from even Discount Auto Parts, okay?
That's the big thing is, like I said, this is just all about me and, her, of course.
But I think it's really cool of you to open up like this. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I've been trying to say that. I think it's really cool of you. I didn't know how open he was going to get. I didn't know how much he was going to tell you guys. I thought we were just going to be like, what have we eaten? But it turns out he was very forthcoming, so I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm scared to death. And I'm 37, and if I don't take care of myself now, I won't see much longer. And I wanna make sure I do.
There's ways to make sure that all of you do. I mean, illnesses notwithstanding, but just taking care, thinking about what you put in your body, thinking about what you put on your body, things like that. If it's made of junk, it will make you made of junk, is basically it. And that's not to say that junk food isn't worth eating. I eat Oreos, okay? I love Oreos. They make vegan Twinkies. Vegan junk food is still junk food. Just because it doesn't have animal product doesn't mean it's not junk food. But a vegan's cholesterol is gonna be way lower because obviously there's none. Plant foods don't have any. And cholesterol, there's like good and bad, but technically your body makes the good stuff already. So you don't really need to add any more. But again, this was mostly us to go, hey, look what you did to yourself.
This isn't vegan propaganda or
no,
health
not
food
at all.
propaganda.
It's absolutely, you're able to be healthy on any diet that you choose to be on, which I don't like to call diets, I like to call them lifestyles. These are lifestyle choices. But it's interesting if you look at what you're about to put in your body, maybe you could make one different change. Like, don't eat the breadsticks at Olive Garden. If you get one thing out of this video,
unless you guys are going to sponsor us, I will eat an entire thing on camera.
Oh my God, no.
Just an entire pack.
No.
Just 4?
No, that's 6. There's 6 in a pack.
I'll settle for 4. I'll agree with 4
6 is the,
for a $100 gift card. Just putting that out there. But yeah.
I did the math wrong, by the way. It was 6 Olive Garden breadsticks, not 5. That was 150. Whoops.
Either way, this isn't any type of propaganda. This is just eye-opening for me, and she's helped me see where I'm at. What did we watch last night?
We watched Game Changers. It's a vegan documentary about how vegan diet changes or helped athletes improve their performance. And it's not just runners, and it's not just tiny people. There was the strongest man in the world. He set the world record for most weight lifted. And there was an MMA fighter, and there was
Professional football players and things like that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a great documentary. I highly
on
recommend
Netflix.
watching it. It may not change your life. That's okay. It changed his, or it helped continue to change his, which is fine. These things don't have to change your life at all. You don't have to adopt these things. We were just thinking about it. I'm like, oh, we should probably vlog that. That'd be so interesting to vlog and see how terrible we used to eat. That's not to say we don't still eat terrible. Like, I can't tell. Okay, I eat 4 bagels a day. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, this is turning into a long vlog, but I've been struggling with my face lately. For some reason, it's just completely dried and broken out, and I can't figure out why. But as someone who studied nutrition, I know it has something to do with what I'm putting in my body that is making this happen. And I started to do some research, and I realized, especially because of the quarantine and what's available at the stores, I'm eating a lot of processed grains and sugar. I'm eating a lot of processed sugar with cereals, and bagels have so much sugar, like the white bagels, the Thomas's bagels that everyone loves, Panera bagels, and pasta. I'm eating a lot of white pasta because that's what was left at the store. Also, I like white pasta and I like white bagels, but I'm thinking that that's the reason that my face is doing this, because a lot of times I don't eat those. I eat a lot of bagels, but I don't often eat that many bagels and pasta in the same day, and I don't often eat so many cookies because those are the snacks that we have, because that's what was at the store. So I went to Grassroots today real quick, ran inside and got some sprouted grain bagels, and I'm eating that instead. I forgot
So
how much
good.
I love them. I got 3 people on there going, ew, but that's fine. But I'm gonna do this experiment for 7 days and see if my face gets any better. I'm gonna take a before picture and I'm gonna take an after picture. Hopefully there will be an after picture, and if I'm not too embarrassed by it, I will showcase what eating less refined grains and less sugar in general. I'm gonna try to just not eat very much sugar at all. I'm gonna see what that does and drink more water and see if that helps at all. So,
Cool.
yeah.
But yeah.
Why not use this time to improve yourself? That's, I guess, what we're doing. We don't have any time off, but we're gonna take this, hey, I gotta teach in 45 minutes, so we're gonna take this hour that we had before I had to teach and vlog with you.
The big thing
about
is,
it.
it's not wrong to eat this stuff.
No, not at all. Treat yourself is a very
But-
important thing.
How often you do, how the quantity you do, and your lifestyle outside of eating that is really what surprised me.
Yeah. We should end on a funny note because this got really serious really fast.
2 guys walk into a bar, 3rd guy ducks.
Stop it with that joke. You know what's funny? My socks. They're so dumb.
Unicorn socks.
Oh my gosh.
All right, but yeah. So, on a lighter note, enjoy your food, have fun, be healthy, think
Yeah.
happy thoughts.
Yeah. Treat your body as well as you would treat a luxury car. They're
I'm
both really expensive.
I'm still
if
trying to
they're
figure
great.
out how to end this on a.
No, I know. Oh, I know. If it'll turn, we can show them Sayuri, and that's how we'll end it out. Maybe. Wow. Fail. Cat.
Cat.
All right. Well, he's safety scissors.
And you are.
Wow, I said yours. Duct
Oh,
tape. Wait,
sorry.
I can put Sayuri in the duct tape. My hands aren't big enough. Thank you guys for joining us today for the weirdest vlog we've done, I guess.
But thanks for being here. We love your faces.
Not mine. We don't love my face right now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.